Good morning. Happy Father's Day to you dads out there, to you moms out there being father. I guess I can't say that, but whatever. I say what the fuck I want on this, right? I'm nervous, man. Like, okay, so kind of, right? I'm gonna do it anyways. I just didn't realize it was gonna be at 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go home, get ready, get Lainey up, and then we're headed to the tattoo place. What do they call it? Tattoo parlor? I don't know. I'm fucking old and I haven't done this shit in 25 years. Yeah, 25 years. Lainey's picking out my tattoo. And to some, that's kind of a stupid idea. Like, why would you let your daughter pick out your fucking tattoo? It needs to mean something. I don't think it matters why I'm doing this. That's me, like, worrying about what people think. What matters is this. She's a big part of my recovery, just like all my kids are. I come downstairs one day. She denies this, but this is what spoke to me. I come downstairs one day, and I've shared this. I come downstairs one day. It's one of them weekends, you know, and she's crying. Whatever she's crying for, in my mind, she's crying about another weekend coming over and daddy's just fucking not good. And she wipes them tears as I come downstairs and I talk to her, and I, you know, like as we do, we say, "Are you doing okay?" And hearing her say, "Yeah, I'm fine," and then toughen up and wipe them tears, I was done. That was it. I'm not gonna let my self-centered bullshit make my daughter work through another fucking weekend over some shit that I can control. You know, you can't control much in life. I can't control much in life. I can control my thoughts, my beliefs, and my actions. And that's something I can control. I can't control what other people think. I can't control what other people do. I can't control certain, like almost every thing. But I'm not responsible for my disease. I am responsible for my recovery. So this is a big deal to me. I'm doing these adventures on my weekends throughout the summer. As I get to 1 year clean, which is 2.5 months, a little less than 2.5 months. I can say a little over 2 months. So each weekend, there's an adventure attached to it. This weekend, I wasn't gonna do an adventure per, like, you know, trail or some shit, but me doing this, definitely an adventure. So I pray that it's not a butterfly, or at least one with like a mean face, you know, like and then like a fucking cigarette in his mouth or some shit. That's fine. I don't know. But if it's a butterfly and that's what she wants, then that's what the fuck it's gonna be. It's gonna signify her. Because there's gonna be something that each thing is gonna signify something. Which is a big part of my 9 months and 17 days today. So I reached out to my home group, and one of the members said they're gonna be there at 10. So they can wait in line. I gotta wait in a long ass line, evidently, to do something that I'm fucking scared as shit to do. Well, you know, nervous as fuck to do. I don't know about scared. But I'm definitely nervous. I'm not even worried if it's gonna hurt. I mean, I guess there's a little bit of that in me, but whatever. So, here we go. I'm almost home. This is gonna be a fucking short video because I gotta get in the shower, clean up the areas. And then, I'm gonna miss church today for this, but I think that God knows that this one I want to do with my home group and my daughter, even if it's just one member. So the journey continues, and I'll I'll probably do a TikTok while they're doing it, if they allow it, at least a short one. And you know, it was cool last night. I'll add this to it. Last night we're doing face care. I got the things under my eyes. We got the face mask thing on. And I've got all these weird, I think they're bots, but there's just like so many, like 130 messages, 130 fucking, you know, it was like 200, it was 380 notifications on TikTok. All of them were like, most of them, I'm sure, are fucking fake. They're all bots. And so what we did is we put on a scary movie, and then she looked at that and said, "Oh my God." I said, "Here." And so we sat there and commented on some of them, and she did, and so did I, and we were laughing, and it was fun. It was actually kind of cool. And I'm not gonna say what some of the stuff we said. We didn't say anything inappropriate. But it took a situation that's been bothering me into something funny. Because really all I want is like one of them notifications to be like, "Hey man, I'm struggling, and I saw one of your videos, and this is what I'm dealing with," and then I can give some words of encouragement. It's kind of the goal behind this whole thing. So instead of, "Hey handsome, what would you do if you could deposit $10,000 into your bank account? Let me get your Cash App," or you know, some other bullshit. So it's part of what it is. I'm not tripping on it. It's the whole thing, you know, like I'm getting used to this, and I've helped some people. That's all that matters. So the saga continues, as Wu-Tang would say. And that's it. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day. If you're watching this and you're sitting there like, man, here we go, another Father's Day. Another Father's Day where I don't feel like a good dad. I want you to know something. Just that thought alone is the desire. And the only requirement for membership is that desire. The desire to stop using, the desire to stop drinking. If everything is crashing down and you've stopped and you've seen this, don't reach out to me. Look in the mirror, take a deep breath, and say, "Okay, I can do this." I don't know how many times I did that, and it gave me like 20 minutes of relief. And then it was all fucked up, but at least I had that. And you do that enough times, and then eventually it turns into a day. And then it turns into 2 days, 5 days, 20 days. Then you're sitting there with like fucking a month and a half. Like, fuck, man, I got a month and a half. I got 4 months. I got 1 year. I fucking made it. I heard somebody share this. They said they were at their 19th treatment center, and they're sitting there like, fuck this shit. And they're just super upset. They don't like anybody around them, and somebody comes up and they speak. They're out, you know, they've been taken to one of these things where somebody's speaking. And he said the lady looks at the whole crowd and says, "If I could give you right now the gift of, you know, being clean and having this time, I wouldn't give it to you." And he looked at her and he said in his mind, "Fuck you." And he was sharing, and he had like 25 years at this point. You know, this is something that happened back in the day. And what he said was the truest shit ever. He said, looking back, when he got a couple years clean, when he got 1 year clean, he appreciated what she said. He thought to himself, nobody can give you this journey. You can't pay for it. I don't care where you're at in life, how much you have in your bank account. If you're like me, nobody can give it to you. You're not going to pay yourself out of this. You're not going to talk yourself out of this. But if you are willing, minute by minute, day by day, hour by hour, week by week, month by month, to just continue to not use, not drink, and go through the fight, the trials and tribulations that come along with it. Go through the journey. During, it's the process, and then look back and it's the journey. And for some of us, like myself, sometimes we get fortunate enough to see the journey and the process happen at the same time. That happened for me in the beginning. And you get that feel that it's that accomplishment tied together with happiness, because happiness comes with progress, joy because you're grateful, because I'm grateful, and you get that feeling of confidence back. And you realize I had to earn this fucking second by second. And when given the opportunity, I said no. And then when given the opportunity, I said, okay, I don't have anything left. I need your help. And then you just get real fucking honest, real fucking willing, real fucking open-minded. Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness has been the foundation of my recovery. My recovery looks like my recovery. Everybody's recovery looks different. But we look at the similarities, not the differences. What we do is we push. When shit gets hairy and we don't feel like it, we still show up. When we don't want to do it, we do it anyways. When we don't want to write, we write. When we don't want to share, we share. We do that enough times to where we look back and we're like, fuck, I'm glad I did that. I hated it. So as I continue to go through my journey and share it on this, if I can just help some people out, and then they do their thing, and then they help some people out, and they do their thing, I'm good with that. I've already had some really good conversations with people that I've never met and I never will meet. I'm really addicted to hearing somebody say, I am so glad I talked to you today. Thank you. I like that a lot. And it's something that I want to continue to hear. And so I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Especially when I can sit down and do what I did last night. And then do what I'm about to do here in a minute. And I got to be a good dad today. I took my daughter to work as she's transitioning into, getting a vehicle. And then I'm going to go in there, get ready, and take Lainey with me. She's going to do something that she'll never forget. And it'll hold with her for a long time. And then I'll continue to do things one kid at a time. I got a gang of them, so one kid at a time. And I get to do these things today. So, you got it. You got this. I said a short video. Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. I don't know what that means. Make it happen today. You can make this shit happen today. I believe in you. I don't even know who you are, but I believe in everybody. When I say that, I'm not just talking shit. I believe that every single person, even if they're on the streets, and I see it all the time, they have what it takes. But it's a doing thing, not a knowing thing. And the fact of the matter is not everybody's going to do it. And statistically, most don't. But that small statistic that do, when you look at the big grand scheme of things, those people I get to talk to regularly, there's something about them. There's something about them. They give me hope. They remind me that I'm not really a piece of shit anymore. And that I never really was a piece of shit. I was just in a transition, learning how to be the best version of me that I possibly could, because I had to see the worst version of me first. The worst version I felt I was. And there's always worse. I can go out and fucking do some real stupid shit. But hopefully, I have some stuff under my belt to help me acknowledge it and realize, hey man, is this helping or is this hurting? Happy Father's Day.